off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Looking downfield, it's Moore. Lets it fly to the wideout. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense stays on the field on this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
He got to tackle me so goddamn hard.
He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On the toss play, runner moving left.
And that damn edge pass is a bitch.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out of the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
And they hand it off to the back. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow them to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And he got most of the read turned as a bitch.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
I'm letting you know I'm there, though. I'm letting you know I'm there. I'm there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards.
I'm letting you know I'm there.
This changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Steps out of bounds, but not
like a horse, fool. That nigga like a horse, fool.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Looking to pass. It's Moore. He lets it rip. Near the goal line.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Man.
That's exactly exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game.
Nah, he ain't no freshman.
Can
He
the
no freshman.
defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
A nigga get out of the portal.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Fuck that, man.
Delay of game. Things get a little tougher after that delay penalty. You got to worry about just getting out of your own end zone here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They'll run it here. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. To throw, it's St. Clair. Receiver makes the catch. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great
I don't know why nigga running so slow. He got 980 speed, man.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for the first down.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, Chris, let's give credit to this defense. Forced into the red zone, backs against the goal line, but they're fighting and breaking up what they can.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith.
Come on, we gotta break the tackle.
Over. They stop him right at the line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So now on comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. He breaks free. Across the 40. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up and scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10.
And man, you can do fight though, fool. You can't fight. Man, you can't fight it, man.
Stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening fourth. That has been in large part to the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Caught behind the line. It's Thurman. Passes the 40. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line, and Smith will actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catching. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain. Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Leans back and chucks it deep. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Hey, get out the block, bro. How you let him get on the block, dude?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Moves out of the pocket. Look out, room to run here. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Get the ball.
Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Hardy. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. We reach the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Quick throw to his receiver.
In the way 11's up in there, bro.
That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the
every time I play the game, if somebody call me, bro, I mess up, bro. I hate that fool. I'm ready for it. Come on.
A return after the takeaway. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, that is an impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't.
Pass pop. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the defense brings him down.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw. They got a touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down.
That nigga said tomorrow. That nigga said tomorrow at 3:30, didn't he?
So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
On the move now. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. And it's
man, who is 10?
As he threw it back across his body that time. Could take it all the way. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed
and athletic
ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just...
Look at my niggas not even jumping, bro.
This passing game is on fire today.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking deep downfield with the left.
He can't do nothing. He's boxed.
Just one more play. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception.
And they heave it deep downfield.
That nigga Bull got defense, fool. I don't know who niggas is. Nigga jumping so high, knew receivers, fool.
The 30, past the 20.
Good, yeah. That nigga hit that nigga in.
After the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away and get the second half going. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands and he dropped it.
And the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it with room to run. He's in the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch.
There's no way harder not fast like that, bro. That nigga supposed to be fast along the way.
He is stopped short. The two-point drive fails.
Yes, bro, but nigga not fast.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown.
Man, niggas loosen everything and all that up, cuz. All of them. He too heavy?
The kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
Yeah.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
That nigga more so fast, bro. He's so fast, bro. I can't beat that nigga, fool. It's retarded. You pay one nigga, he gone. You know where that nigga that fast, bro? One play.
It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, we saw in the first half, seem to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Now they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. scoring a touchdown. And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back out of the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it, but was out of bounds, so incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Bad pass.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. To throw, it's St. Clair. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
PAT.
Man, run the ball, man. Throwing the ball.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams.
Yo, what a flag.
Let's do it.
And now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory? Not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year. Listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That nigga Wood, bro, it's like he know how to sit the blocking up on them niggas, fool.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They stopped him.
What a game they were.
It's a rare play call anymore in this era of the spread. Typically it's shotgun, get the ball to the outside, typically looking for space. Here they said, the heck with that. Let's make it the surest way.
He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Throws to the tight end. Over the middle, it's Casper. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. And the Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. There's the handoff.
Boy, that nigga, ain't no way. Ooh, you just see that nigga glitch?
Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Oh, man.
You know, in the era that we live in right now.
Ooh, that nigga, the court, man, nigga's a glitch at running back for what niggas did. There's no way he knew that fast that short amount of time.
The years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes.
Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here we go, a crucial play, 4th and long from the 44. Let's see what the play call is. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field.
Oh, my God. Come on, McClaren.
Love this aggressive
that nigga wide open, fool.
Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Looking deep to the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver could be that wide open.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And it's a direct snap.
Look at how them niggas blocking, bro. No way them niggas blocking like
and
this.
He steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
And it's a big-time run right there. Back deep
had the gains again.
But they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively.
Ultimately, that nigga got the block set up like so perfect, dude. Like
taking advantage what the defense gave him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. He finds some space. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the third. And As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets no pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run. And a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of the secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead on the final quarter.
DJ Wood. DJ, man.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
229.
Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Downfield shot falls incomplete.
A lot of McLaughlin got the game, bro.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Throwing everything. That nigga looks sorry, man.
When will this QB get the hook? Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Back to pass. It's Moore. Looking to scramble. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receiver.